Trying to avoid the rain and wind. Hey guys, it's Derek Craig here from Magnus Bullheads, and spring turkey seasons are right around the corner. And so I want to go over one of our turkey hunting products, and that is the Bullhead, but for crossbows. Okay, so again, you're gonna have to pardon today. I'm actually in the lean-to behind my barn. It keeps raining on and off. The wind keeps gusting on and off. We're gonna do some shooting here and show you how these things perform, but this got to get out of the wind and out of the rain. So it's just wonderful springtime where I'm at. But anyway, all right, the Magnus Bullheads for the crossbows. All right, so we actually sell this in two varieties, and we make the Bullheads in two varieties, a 100 grain and a 125. We do not advise 125 on crossbows for a couple reasons. One is the large blades can get into the foot stirrups on a lot of crossbows, so you really got to watch that. That's a dangerous situation. The 100 grains, which I have in my hand right here, are smaller, and they avoid the foot stirrup, okay? The other is because of the aerodynamic forces that I've explained in other Bullhead videos that I've done. You need an incredibly stiff bolt in the case of crossbows, and we throw that larger 125 grain head on there. Those aerodynamic forces become so great. It's very, very difficult to get them to fly with that speed and that force that's coming out of a crossbow. We can handle that with compound bows, but crossbows are a challenge. So let's talk about the couple of options we have for crossbows. And again, we're gonna go with the 100 grain, okay? This is the 100 grain Bullhead right here. It's in a 3-pack. This retails for right about $49 or so. These are 2 3/4 inch. They used to come with the DVD in them. This pack has the DVD in it, but now they come with a card with a QR code. And on the DVD, if you got the old ones, or the QR code, which I'm gonna show you here, the insert in a minute, those in particular, they just take you to our YouTube channel where we can see what we call the setup to success. It's a older series, but it still applies. It takes you through all the whys and everything. Here's the way we would suggest that you buy the Bullheads if you're shooting crossbows, and that is with the bolt kit, okay? So in this kit here, you're gonna get 2 100 grain Bullheads. You're gonna get the card in here that on the back of it actually has the QR code, and you're gonna get 2 Black Eagle Zombie Slayer crossbow bolts, okay? Now, the only way I would advise you to get this kit for a crossbow and not get it with these is if you have one of these crossbows where you have to shoot a proprietary bolt, and there are some of them out there. I'll also warn you there are a few crossbows out there that are not gonna shoot our Bullheads. We've successfully shot them out of some of the Ravens, but I know that some of the Ravens you can't because the way the bolt sits so far back relative to the rails, the blades of the Bullhead actually get into the rail system on those. So you have to watch it with some of those really high-end, high-speed crossbows, okay? Today we're not using that. This is actually a 10-point Wicked Ridge. This is their Rampage 360. So this is like a $500-ish kind of middle of the road kind of crossbow that somebody would buy, okay? But in this case, for this crossbow, I would recommend just getting the kit. Now there's another caveat with that, okay? Crossbow manufacturers like to use their own knock system as well. So the standard knocks on these Zombie Slayer bolts are not meant for the 10-point, so you got to get some 10-point knocks. That has nothing to do with the Bullheads. That's just the way the crossbow manufacturers are, okay? So there you go. This kit retails, I forgot to mention this, right around, I think, $53, $54, right in that ballpark. Okay, so again, you're gonna get 2 heads, you're gonna get 2 bolts, okay? One other note about the Magnus Bullheads, made in the USA and lifetime, no questions asked warranty, okay? You bend, damage, break a blade of any sort, and guess what? We replace it for free. You take a picture of it, you email it and all your information to Magnus, and we send you a new one. We got videos on how our warranty system works. So again, We got the, we're gonna shoot today out of this Wicked Ridge crossbow right here. Again, middle of the road model, nothing fancy. This model came out, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. So it's relatively a current model that a lot of you may have out there or something along these lines, all right? So before we get started, I'm gonna show you how we practice with the Bullheads, okay? So let me spin the camera and we're gonna get reset up and we'll do that. All right, so if you've ever watched any of our videos on setting up with compound bow, the same applies when it comes to the 100 grains and the crossbow bolts and shooting a crossbow. You want to shoot into free hanging pillow, okay? This is my free hanging pillow. Now, I'm gonna go over a couple things. I've done this before. In fact, this polyfill's been in many videos I've done. Go buy the cheapest polyfill pillow you can buy, okay? Because the polyfill never wears out, okay? The pillow will. You're gonna blow it apart. Pillowcases will. You're gonna blow them apart. Don't spend a bunch of money on this and keep the polyfill. It doesn't have to be beautiful. This all came out of some body pillow that my wife was gonna throw away years ago. I mean, I probably had this polyfill for over 10 years, I would say. This is in a dog food bag. Rather than spending money on a pillowcase, I use things like dog food bags, cat food bags. Today we're gonna restuff this and put it into a corn bag when I was feeding deer of the winter. So most all of us either have a dog or a cat, or we know somebody who's got a dog or a cat, or maybe we're in a state where we throw out some corn. Keep those bags. Don't spend money on pillowcases, okay? Just don't do it. If you have to, go buy the cheapest, gaudiest pillowcase you can buy. Go to the dollar store, and if you spend over $5, you spent way too much money, okay? Buy the cheapest you can. Keep them. Again, when it's all shot up like this is, I was rebuilding my old turkey bow, so as I'm sighting it in, I shot this thing up. Again, the polyfill never goes bad. There's the polyfill, okay? So now we're gonna stuff it into a corn bag. And there's no rhyme or reason to all this. There you go. So now there's my new Bullhead target right there, my new pillow. So why a pillow? It's because we're gonna free hang this. I'll show you in just a second. And when we hit it, what's gonna happen is that Bullhead is gonna come in and it's gonna hit this, and all that energy is gonna take that pillow and go like that, and it's just gonna swing back, okay? If you shoot this into a layered target, a block target, you know, any of those type of targets, you're going to destroy that expensive target. If you shoot it into, say, your bag target, you're going to destroy your bag target. If you shoot it into any type of foam target, down here, you'll see I'm going to shoot one in a field point into, you're going to destroy that and probably destroy the Bullhead. So free hanging, okay? So we will go down there and we will hang this up. So this is my frame. This is just PVC pipe. It's something I made years ago to paper tune a bow, and ever since we came out with the Bullhead in like 2008 or 9, I've been using it as my Bullhead holding frame. I've had it all these years. These are just the cheap C-clamps you can get at any tractor store. You see them laying in a bin for like $3 for $1 or whatever they cost now with all the inflation. You don't have to use something like this. You can hang this bag from a clothesline, a tree limb, whatever. You just need this thing to hang. This thing's just really nice and convenient, okay? And so all I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this thing, and I'm gonna clamp it. I'm gonna kind of square it up here a little better in my face. That's it. That's it. Now when that Bullhead comes in, look, it's free, okay? If you shot that Bullhead into a foam target like this, you're gonna destroy the Bullhead and you're gonna chew up your expensive target, okay? You don't wanna do that. So this is what we're gonna use. And now we are going to go shoot some Bullheads. All right, so we're sitting here ready to take some shots here. In the lean-to here, it's about 15 to 16 yard shot is all. You have to remember, bow hunting for turkeys should be a game of how close you can get them. I've killed north of 40 with bullheads, probably approaching 50 with bullheads, all with compound bow. My daughter's killed a bunch over the years with crossbows, and all but 2 of them that I've killed have been less than 15 yards, and the bulk of them at like 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. And you're doing that with decoys, okay? So I don't worry about long distance flight, okay? I've killed 2 at like 25 yards-ish. That's the 2 longest I've ever shot. I've shot bullheads with my compound bow out to 50 yards. You can shoot them long distance with a crossbow, but really you need to focus at 20 yards and in when you're doing this. Beyond that, really, there's just so much that can go wrong, in my opinion, when it comes to shooting a turkey at distance. But that's me interjecting my opinions there. Okay, right here we got a 100 grain on a zombie slayer. We also have a 100 grain field tip on a zombie slayer. Also, when you're practicing with these, you want to take a #1 Phillips head screwdriver and you want to tighten these little screws in between every shot. The screws don't come loose, you just want to snug them. It actually helps in the torque of the blade to the ferrule. Okay, so those things out of the way, I'm going to load a field tip in. We're going to shoot the regular target, and then we'll load the bullhead and we'll shoot that and show you how they fly great. All right, so we have a 100 grain field tip on here, and we're going to shoot into the black target down there. I'm going to shoot the lower right circle. I've got an action cam up there running right now. Keep everything honest. There's going to be no cuts of any sort. Right there next to the dot. Let's load up a bullhead now. All right, now we've got a 100 grain bullhead on a zombie slayer bolt. Now, on this bag target here, the center logo says Country Road on it. I'm gonna aim for the R in country, which is roughly the center of that round logo. Again, the action camera's recording, no cuts. Right next to the R. Let's shoot it one more time. Again, I'm not going to cut this for you. All right, load it up again. The thing I did not do is I did not tighten the blades down. You really need to do that. I have the luxury of getting all the bullheads I want, so we're not going to do that. All right, here we go. The R in country. Right there on the left side of the R. All right, so there you are. For spring turkey seasons, if you're going out with a crossbow, I cannot recommend enough the 100 grain Magnus Bullheads, and especially in the Bullhead crossbow kit that comes with 2 bullheads and 2 zombie slayer bolts for around $53, $54. So again, made in the USA, lifetime, no questions asked, no BS warranty. So check them out at magnusbroadheads.com. Make sure you go to your local bow shops and support them if you can buy them there. If not, you can go to your bigger hunting stores, support them. MagnusBroadheads.com should always be your last resource to try and buy our Magnus products. So if you got any questions or anything, make sure you email us at customerservice@MagnusBroadheads.com. Reach out to us on social media, and either myself, again Derek Craig, or Mike Somm, owner of Magnus Broadheads, one of us will get back with you and we'll help you out this spring. So good luck and God bless.